Aloha.
My name is Kelly King, and I'm running for Maui County Council South Maui seat. And the first thing I want to say is that this is not my campaign. This is a true grassroots campaign. It's the community coming together. I had a lot of pressure over the last 5 months to run, and I decided to step up because there's a need. I've been on Maui for 37 years, so I've grown up my entire adult life. I wish I could say I was 37 years old, but I was actually 19 when I moved here. And I've raised both my kids are born and raised on Maui. I now have a granddaughter, actually on the Big Island, because of course it's really difficult. You can't afford to buy property on Maui if you're a young couple, so they go to the Big Island to buy property. That's one of our big issues. But I've been involved in the community since my daughter was 3 years old, and I started out just, my whole involvement in the community has been centered around the needs. And I started out running the Kihei neighborhood play group. I got involved in the school system. I decided that we needed more voice on Maui, more school community-based management, and I got myself elected to the State Board of Education back when that was an elected body. And I learned a lot about openness and transparency and the need for it on the council. When I look around and I go to, how many people have ever gone and testified at a council meeting and you're looking at blank faces and you know they've already made up their mind and it doesn't really matter what you're saying? Raise your hand if you've ever had that experience, because that is what we need to change. We need to have informed, open, transparent government at our county level, and we need to have all of us involved as stakeholders, as shareholders,
Yes.
bringing the information to our county council. We need to have people show up to meetings informed. And one of the big issues here too is we need to have district voting for our council members, because there are whole communities across our county that don't even get to pick their representative. That the rest of the island is picking somebody that is not voted on by Lanai or Kihei or Molokai. And we need to change that. We need to know who our representatives are. We need to be able to talk to them. When I served on the 13-member State Board of Education, I was the only member who had my phone number listed in the phone book. This is before cell phones were a big thing. So people would call me up. I'd have long conversations about the school system, about trying to change it. And you can't do that with people anymore. You can't, their cell phone numbers are not published, and most people won't put their name in a phone book anyway. When do you get a chance to go talk to your representative? And that's really what this is about. I wanted to say a few things about my involvement. It has been pretty widespread across this community. A lot of you know me as a founder and business owner of Pacific Biodiesel. Thank you so much. We started that company as a giant recycling project to try to keep the cooking oil, the waste cooking oil, the grease trap oil out of the landfill. And we did a wonderful job with the help of Hana Steel and other people in the county. Now we're getting slammed and we're getting pulled out of the landfill. And we've heard our one of our county leaders say it's time to do away with recycling.
Oh.
This is a huge, huge bad idea, and I think he recognized it after he said it. But we need to do more recycling. We need to recognize our waste as not waste, but resources for businesses that can operate throughout the county.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who have a lot of inventiveness. Maybe they can't bid on the entire landfill as one project, but they can bid on the cardboard or the glass or the green waste. And we can keep that money in our county. We can develop jobs here in the county. And the last thing I want to talk about, because it's a huge issue that I never thought I'd get this involved in, but agriculture. 12 years ago, I started talking about crops for biofuels and being able to do food and fuel from our agriculture. And trying to push that envelope, trying to get farmers to do things when you can't show them that they're actually going to make money, got us into actually developing projects to show what can be done with agriculture. And we're doing it on the Big Island. We should be doing it here. And we are actually in talks with HCNS because we think there's so much opportunity, but it's going to take collaboration. It's going to take working together. It's going to take bringing out the community to have that discussion and have it in a fair, open way. So that's one of the things I want to do on the county council is I really want to be a voice and a collaborator. One of my, a woman who's become a good friend and supporter, Diane Lay, who's the head of the Farm Service Agency for the state of Hawaii. Last time I saw her, she said, your company is the most collaborative company in this whole state because we've been working with so many people on so many projects. And that's what we need at the county level. So let's get this new slate in. We have a chance to displace almost half of the county council, I think, this time, right? And that gives us, with with the incumbents that we are still in there that we like, that gives us a majority. And so the power, it's a new world right now, and there's so much opportunity. Let's take it, let's work together, and let's make Maui, let's develop our potential that we know is here.